Hey you guys, it's Jen Marie with Jen Marie Cuisine. How are my VIPs doing today? Well, if you saw my video below, you saw that I revealed the new product, and I just wanted to go live and actually show it to you so you can actually see how gorgeous this product is and how functional it is, because I have taken it out of the box and I have used it a few times this weekend. I'm gonna try to pull this up a little bit more. I don't have my stand for my phone broke, so I need to get a new one. So bear with me a little bit. But first of all, let's just turn it around, and I want to show you one of the coolest things I love about it. This is our new stand mixer, and you're going to notice that it's a really thin profile and sleek design. Look how easily I am turning it around with no effort. That's because it is lightweight. I don't know how many pounds it is, but I'll tell you one thing, I wouldn't be able to do this with my former stand mixer. Notice I'm doing like lifting it up, lifting it down, lifting it up, lifting it down. Nor would I be able to sneak it in between two other appliances on my counter. And you can see here, this is actually one of my smallest counters in my kitchen. I have my Deluxe cooking blender and my air fryer. And now I have my mixer right in the middle, and you can see there's a lot of room to spare. It is counter height, below counter height, and it's one of the smallest profile products that we have, which is pretty super cool. You can see I have lots of space in between my air fryer and my mixer and my blender. So I wanted to show you that because that is a big deal to me. I actually could leave this on the counter if I want, and I very well might do that because I have this space right here that used to be my old air fryer and toaster oven, the Cuisinart, that I got rid of a long time ago. And I actually can use this on the counter, leave this on the counter, and have still plenty of space on my counter. So that right there is huge, 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 huge. So let's go ahead and get it over here and show you a little bit more about it. Again, look how easily I'm lifting this, like no effort at all to pick this up. It's just fantastic. Okay, first of all, I want to show you that on the back, before we turn it on, there is a cord area. So the cord wraps here, and there's an on-off power switch, which is super great. So I'm just gonna unwrap the cord and then show you what comes with it that I already showed you when I unboxed it, but just to show you the actual size of it in the place of my kitchen, a place that if you've been with me for a while, you know I spend a lot of time in here, and you've seen me do a lot of videos in here. So let's go ahead and turn it on. And you can see I'm gonna move it up a little bit closer so you can see better. And so you can see it has the dial you're familiar with from that we have for all of our appliances, and it has certain settings. I don't know if you'll be able to see the settings. Let me go in a little bit closer. So notice how easily I'm moving it. It's not a lot of effort. I'm just like pushing it to you. Okay, so here's our settings. We have a custom setting, which allows you to set time and speed. We have a whip setting, which is typically set for 3 minutes and 30 seconds. And it tells you which attachment. Let me go ahead and show you one other thing before we get started. Let me move back a little bit so you could see how to open it. So it has a tilt. One of the features it has. See that? Tilt. And in here I actually have my accessories that comes with it, which is a dough hook. Again, super lightweight. It's going to be easy to clean. I imagine it's dishwasher safe. I have to look in that thing and see. My mix and beat attachment, and then I'm going to take off my whip attachment. See how easy that was? We push it on into the notch and then twist. Very easy. And this is for whip. Okay, so those are the three attachments: whip, the dough hook, and knead rather, and mix, cream, and beat. Okay, so those are the attachments. So when we go through these, you're gonna see what's gonna light up on the appliance to tell you which attachment to use. If you're gonna do whip, it lights up with the little whip attachment, so you know that you're supposed to whip. If you're doing have to put this down in order for it to show you the different settings. Let's go ahead and put it down. If you're gonna do custom, basically that means custom, you can do any kind of attachment that you want. Whip is gonna guide you to use the whip that I just showed you. Cream is gonna guide you to use this attachment. By the way, super lightweight, great design. I love the smaller profile. Cream, whip. Mix is gonna have you do this attachment. It's gonna show you right here if you can see that flashing attachment. I don't know if you can or not. Beat is gonna show you the same attachment. And then KNEAD is gonna show you the dough hook right here. Okay, so, and then down here you have, you cancel, adding time, and I don't know what that does, I'm gonna have to learn. So this button here is plus 30, so it adds 30 seconds of time. See that? At level 3. Go ahead and cancel. Okay, so that kind of gives you an idea of what it sounds like. So let's just take a look at other features here. Okay, so like I showed you here, this has a tilt and you're just gonna push this up and it locks up. And then you're gonna go ahead and push it down and it's gonna lock down for you. Here is where the cord is and here's the on and off, okay? Let's talk about the bowl. Let's go ahead and lift it up and talk about the bowl. The bowl is gonna nest in here very easily with a quick twist to lock it into place. Nope, I have it on the wrong spot. Hold on a second. There we go, locks it into place like that. So you can easily grab the bowl and easily get it locked into place to get you going. Let's take a look at the use and care guide, and then we're gonna go ahead and make some biscuits today. I just wanted to take you through some things that I've learned already about it. So here's the control center. Okay, so if you're gonna use the custom setting, then you're gonna go ahead and use this setting here for time. So let's go ahead and do that. Go ahead and lift it down. And then we're gonna go ahead and if we use custom, we're gonna go ahead and being able to press that to use set the time. So I've set the speed, and then we're gonna go ahead and set the time. And start it. And that's gonna custom do the speed. At level 5, okay? Let's go ahead and cancel that. If I wanna add 30 seconds, I just go ahead and press this button and it's gonna do it automatically at speed 3. And cancel at any time. And then when you wanna start anything, you need to press this button all the way in to get it started. Of course, I don't have anything set for time, so it's gonna keep going until I actually turn it off myself. But it's gonna let me know how long it's taking to do that cycle. So no guest presets, let's talk about those. So first we have the whip settings. Let's go ahead and put the attachments in just so I can show you how easy it is to swap out attachments. And the whip setting, when we set it, we're gonna go ahead and pop in. See how easy it was? You just pop it in, it's a nice spring here, and twist. Go ahead and push this down. After you release the tilt, it's gonna lock into place. Hear that click? And then for whip, it's default time. If we go to whip, it's default time of 3 minutes and 30 seconds, a minimum of 2 minutes and 10 seconds, and a maximum of 10 minutes. This is best for whipped cream, meringue, whipped frosting, whipped cream cheese. So if you press this start, see it tells you you need to use this attachment. It's telling you it's starting at level 1, and it's telling you it's gonna go for 3 minutes and 30 seconds. So I press start, and it's gonna go ahead and start, and it's automatically gonna do the time for me. At the end of 3 minutes and the 30 seconds, it's gonna stop, and you'll notice that it's gradually speeding up itself because this is a preset. It knows how fast it needs to go, and it knows how long it needs to go to get my desired result. It's up to 4, 5, That gives you an idea. I need to learn about how high the settings go, but it's automatically doing it itself because it's a preset, which is amazing. Okay, so let's go ahead and check cream out. So cream settings. So once again, I'm just gonna lift up my top, swap out my attachment, and this time I'm gonna swap it for this one that is the cream, the beet one. So you're just gonna, if you can't see this part, but you're just gonna line it up. There's a little notch here that lines it up really super nicely. Push it in and twist and lock it into place. Push it in and twist and lock it into place. Okay, so go ahead and push that down. We're gonna lock it back in. And what you can't see in here is that it reaches just the ends of the bowl, so it's gonna scrape up all the extra stuff that you need to scrape up with those paddles, which is a smart design because my current stand mixer doesn't exactly touch the edges. So the cream setting is a default time of 2 minutes. Let's go to cream. 2 minutes and 50 seconds. It's telling us we're gonna use this attachment. It's good for cakes, cookies, buttercream frosting, and that's what you wanna do when you're creaming. And you're just gonna go ahead. The creaming setting works in such a way that it does not overmix or undermix. You get fluffy baked goods instead of dense flat ones. So Pampered Chef has thought about all these settings so you don't have to. So let's go ahead and take a look at what that does. So it's gonna start at setting speed 1. And it's set for 2 minutes and 50 seconds. And again, a minimum of 50 seconds and a maximum of 10 seconds. Cakes, cookies, buttercream frosting. Now here it is going up to level 2. The next stage of mixing, and 3. Gradual speed is happening. I'm doing nothing to the device, it's doing itself. And now 4, and we got a minute and 57 seconds left. For cream. So you pause it if you push that button, and you cancel if you push this one. So did you see that pause and cancel? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and stop it just so we can get to the next one. So let's go ahead and go to mix, which is the next one down. Mix is 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and it's going to be good for your batters, your box mixes like your brownies, muffins, banana bread, quick bread, stuff you buy at the store ready for the box, ready to go. Guacamole, meatloaf, and meatballs. Okay, this setting combines ingredients slowly without adding too much air, which is perfect when you want a more delicate texture. Again, Pampered Chef has done all the thinking for you. You just have to press the button. So it's gonna start at level 1. I imagine it's not going to go too fast because we wanna have that delicate texture. So we're not gonna overbeat it or overmix it. And this is mix. So let's see if it speeds up. Not speeding up so far. I could see how this would be really great for meatloaf and meatballs and hamburger meat and stuff like that. Stuff that you just want to mix and you don't want to get your hands dirty. You just pop it in here and it's going to be super easy to mix. And then it's going to go a little bit faster to 2. So think about as you're blending in your eggs and your other ingredients. Now this is going to get everything fully blended in there for you and mixed. Once again, I can walk away while I'm using this because it is going to do all the work for me. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cancel. And I'm going to go ahead and go to the next one, which is beet. Now, beet is probably going to be a little bit more higher speed, I'd imagine. Fully combines ingredients that need extra work to blend together. Best for frosting and icing, adding eggs to batter, cake mixes, cream cheese based dips, and mashed potatoes. Right between mixing and whipping, this setting use a medium-high speed to add some air for everyday baking and meal making. Okay, so once again, a lot of thought put into what this setting would be. Let's take a look. It is set for only 2 minutes as the default time. The minimum is 30 seconds and the maximum is 10 minutes. Beat is probably what you want to do with your buttercream icing. So you can see it's going to 4. 5. 'Goes any higher, I'm curious. Okay, it looks like it's going to stay at 5. I'm not sure, I'll have to check this out. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel that. And let's go ahead and lift it up, and our last one that we're going to check out is going to be KNEAD. So let's go ahead and swap out the paddle. And we're going to add in our dough hook. I am super excited about making dough on this. And put it down. Make sure we open it and lock it. Everything's locked in. And the dough hook is a default time of 8 minutes, minimum 4 minutes, and maximum of 10. So it's going to be for your sandwich bread, dinner rolls, sweet rolls, cinnamon rolls, brioche, challah, your pizza dough, I'm sure your pretzel dough too, flatbreads, pita, and naan. The shape of the dough works. The shape of the hook works the dough in the same motion as kneading by hand, but in half the time with little to no mess. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at KNEAD. So you see it's set for 8. It's telling us we're going to use the dough hook, and then we're going to go ahead and press start. And once again, this is going to gradually speed up as we need it to, with us not even having to think about it. So I love it. And I can see the dough hook reaching all the way to the bottom of it. Let me see if you can see that. See how it's reaching all the way into the bottom of the pan? Now what you didn't see was when I had the mixed one in here, it was scraping the sides completely and hitting them. So it's a very smart, well thought out design. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if it speeds up. We have 8 minutes here, so I'm not going to do the 8 minutes, but this will give you an idea of what it will do. And I'm going to actually make some biscuits this morning on mix and give this a try live because I have a 3-ingredient biscuit recipe that's super easy that I'm excited to make. And we're going to do that on mix mode. So I just want to see if this dough hook is going to go, how fast it's going to go. So you can see, even as it's stationary on here, I can still lift it up, and how easy this is to lift. Yeah, just speed it up. Okay, so now it's on 2. So imagine your dough in there getting kneaded, moved around, your hands off. Let's see if it goes, I'm sure it goes faster. So we're gonna go ahead and turn it off. And then we're gonna get started on our biscuits that we're gonna make today. So to review, it has this nice tilt here that is easy to lift. And these attachments are so easy to pop up. It's got this nice notch here for the bowl. You just twist. And it's super easy to clean. I've already put this in the dishwasher to clean it, and it was easy to clean. And the on-off button all these different presets we have, and then also custom, which you can determine the time and the speed that you want to use based on whatever it is that you want to do. It lets you run the show. The max amount of time you could put on custom with any of the attachments you could use it with. By the way, you could use any of the attachments anytime you want. It's just recommended, and it gives you the idea of what attachments to use. But with custom, you're gonna be able to use any of the attachments with a maximum time of 10 minutes. So with the setting, it's best to start on a low speed, then gradually go faster to the speed you need. So let's just go ahead and do custom with the mix attachment, since I have to use that one anyway, and show you that. Feel the notch here. Notch and twist, and it's secure. Go ahead and pop this down. And let's go ahead and do custom. So all you do is you run the show how you want. So we press custom, and we're gonna go ahead, low is 1 to 2, medium is 3 to 5, and high is 6 to 8. So there's 8 speeds on this. 1 to 2, low, medium, 3 to 5, and high, 6 to 8. So I'm just gonna go ahead and gotta figure out how to use the timer. That part I'm not sure about, but I think you press start at 1, and then I select that. And then, hold on a second. Select that. Then I gotta figure out how to do the timer. But anyway, if I wanna speed it up, it's totally manual. I can speed it up as fast as I want. And so you can hear what 6, 7, and 8 are. Here's 6, here's 7, and here's 8. Now, I gotta tell you, I've had a stand mixer since 2011. It's probably a brand a lot of you may or may not have, or one that you've heard about. And turn the power off, and then you won't have anything going. And I'm gonna, and I will hold this mixer to the most rigorous standards, because my stand mixer has performed for me really well. However, this mixer and this innovation with this design has thought about all the things that I don't like about my mixer that I've had since 2011. The size profile allows me to keep it on the counter and access it easily when I want to use it. So if I'm doing a lot of baking, I don't have to take it, put it out, take it, put it out. I can literally leave it on my counter and have space. The tilt, which I know we have tilt available in the stand mixer today. This one's really easy to use. You can see how it locks in nice and easily. I can pop it on and off very easily. The attachments with the spring design makes it super easy to take them off and to put them back on. It goes without saying, the presets. I mean, the presets are amazing. It's like everything has been thought out of everything that you'd want to do with this mixer, and the times and the settings have all been figured out, so you don't have to do the guesswork. However, you have custom, which is fantastic too. In the stand mixer I have today, I have a notch, and I have to move it manually for each time I want to do something. With the flick of a switch, I can change my time, I can change my settings, and I can change my speed, which is fantastic. Also, the other thing I like about it, I love the color. And here's a tip. Oh yes, I know you're gonna ask that question. What's gonna happen with this for the future? I don't know specifically, but I will tell you that there is a hub for attachments. So I'm crossing my fingers for a pasta one, and a meat grinder. I don't know what we're doing, so I have no idea, but it does have that hub. So there is more coming to this product, and more design and innovation planned for it. It is an expansion product. And I will tell you that this, one of the things I love about this is when these attachments come, the thing that I don't like about my previous stand mixer is the attachments I found to be very difficult, and I returned all of them, and I never used any of my attachments. So, and the final thing that I love about this, which goes without saying, I love also that it has the on and off button. I love that it has a place to put the cord, so I don't have to wrap my cord around my appliance. And I love the fact that this is so lightweight that I can lift it up easily without breaking my back, okay? And as far as the size goes, the size of the bowl versus the one I have now, this is 5.75 quarts. Let me hold on a second, let me look. 5.75 quarts, 5.4 liters, which is a little bit smaller than the one I have now. So in my opinion, Pampered Chef has thought about everything that I would have a concern of with wanting a mixer. And it's not that you just notch that in so easily. The one I have now has pins and I have to pin it in and pop it in. It's a 2011 design. So typically when you have one of these mixers, you have them for a long time. So this will make a great gift. This makes a great appliance to put on your counter, and it's gonna have a lot of capabilities. Okay, that said, let's go ahead and make something fun, which by the way, this comes with the typical use and care cooking guide that every single Pampered Chef appliance comes with, including all my appliances I have back here. It's gonna come with dessert ideas. It came with meal ideas. And what I'm gonna make now is biscuits. So my only caveat with the biscuits is I don't have the full amount of ingredients needed. So I'm gonna flub it and see what happens in true live style. We're gonna go ahead and turn it on. Actually, what we're gonna do is we're gonna lift the top first. And I'm gonna go ahead and add my ingredients. These are 3 ingredient biscuits, which is only flour, heavy cream, and cheddar cheese. So I actually don't have 3/4 a cup of heavy cream, so I'm gonna go ahead and use a 1/2 cup because that's what I have. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour it all in. It says all the ingredients go in here at once, so I'm gonna pour my cream ingredients in there. Gonna get my scraper, pour my cream in here. 3 ingredients biscuits. I can already taste them. Yum, yum, yum. Cream. Then I'm gonna go ahead and do a cup of self-rising flour. I'm gonna do a little bit less than that because I'm doing less ingredients in general. So let's see how that goes. So I'm gonna do about 3/4 a cup. And then I'm gonna add, since I'm not using self-rising flour, I'm gonna go ahead and use 1½ teaspoons of baking powder. So I'm gonna do less of that. I'm gonna do 1 teaspoon. You know, I'm just guessing, of baking powder. And I'm gonna go ahead and do 1/4 teaspoon of salt, so I'm just gonna do less than that. That will be 1/8. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do a cup of grated cheddar cheese. This is part I might actually do less of, or do more of, because cheese. A cup of cheese, so I'm gonna go ahead and measure that out and do maybe a little bit less than a cup, or else they'll be super extra cheesy. And I'm gonna make these in my stone and pop them in the oven. I already got my oven preheated, so we're good to go there. So we're gonna go ahead and pour the cheese in. And we're gonna go ahead and hit mix. So let's go ahead and pop our notch down, turn our device on. Is it on? I unplugged it, so I'm gonna plug it back in. Turn it on. We're gonna go to mix. Turn it back on. We're gonna go to mix. Mix, and mix is gonna be 45 seconds. So I'm gonna go ahead and change the time to 45 seconds. And start. And it's gonna mix my biscuits. And I'm gonna scoop my biscuits onto a sheet pan and bake at 400. Show you what's going on here. You can see in there what's happening. It says 45 seconds, so we're at 24, 22. This is like super easy. I have some soup Then I made minestrone soup with sausage, so I'm gonna have that for lunch today. And we have 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Says we're done. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we got. Okay, I'm buying it. It looks like we're done. I'm gonna show you what we got. So you can go ahead and you can see my mix is on my batter, my batter. And again, I didn't make this recipe like it is in the book. I made it a little bit different because I didn't have the amount of stuff that I needed, so I halved it, which is fine. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this off. So easy. By the way, this is only the first time I used it was making cake this weekend. So this is totally live, you know, Jen Unfiltered. I have my large stone here, and I'm gonna go ahead and just put my mix on my stone, but I'm gonna show you what my mix looks like. Look at that, you guys. 3 ingredient biscuits in about 1 minute. Can't beat that. According to my instructions, they need to cook for 14 to 16 minutes. So I'm gonna take my scoop. I don't have a large scoop, this is my medium scoop, so I'm just gonna scoop the dough. I might even do my hands actually. I might make these mini biscuits so that they are a little smaller. My dough has a nice consistency to it. It's all like put together nice. So I got a good result that I'm happy with. This says it'll make 12 biscuits. So we'll see how many I get here. Using my scoop. Wow, I'm like blown away. I think I'm probably gonna keep this appliance on my counter for like the next couple of weeks and see how much I can use it. Because I guarantee you, if it was my other stand mixer, it would be underneath the counter where it always is. And I have to think a little bit about, am I going to use it or am I not going to use it? So here's my biscuits all done. Going into the oven. And in the time we've done this live, I've gone through all the features with you on the product and what I see to be the benefits versus the stand mixers out there in the market. And we've made biscuits all in this time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so I got about 9, and the original recipe was for 12, which makes sense. And again, I could just put them on like that. Here's my biscuits going into the oven, and we'll pop them out and see what they look like. I don't even need to really play with it, but I am, because I'm just like fascinated with this dough and how easy this was to make. And I've made these biscuits before, 3 ingredients or 4 ingredients or something, I don't know what. But, well, it wasn't 3 ingredients because I didn't have self-rising flour, so I had to use baking powder and sea salt. So that makes it a few more ingredients. But I've made biscuits before, and typically the dough, when I make it myself, is like a little bit more like gooey and runny, and so this is just really like a nice texture. So let's see what we get. Let's go ahead and put these in the oven, and then I'm gonna see if you guys have any questions. Uh-oh. Hang on a second, we have a stone left in the oven. We had a stone left in the oven from the last person that used it. So what's good about this is that you can preheat stones that were made from 2020 on, so no worries there. We're gonna go ahead and pop it in the oven for 15 minutes. And we'll see what we get. And look at the mix, got every little bit of dough out of the bowl itself. I didn't really have to do much at all. So the other thing I wanted to do with you while I'm doing this very long live is I did get a box along with my mixer. By the way, I earned my mixer for free from sales. So I wanted to let you know too that if you want to get your mixer, you can get it in March if you host, and you can get it for 60% off. The mixer is priced at $3.99. So you're gonna be able to get it 60% off in March. And if you start your party in February, I will totally have your party roll out into March so that you can get the March offer, which would help me with my February, because I would love to get parties going again. So I'm going to go ahead and open something that I think goes with the mixer. Because this is the stuff I earned for free for my sales in the spring. I think it was this summer. I can't remember. This is what is called free for all. When you're a consultant, you have the opportunity to earn free products. Oh, okay. So here's what I earned. Let's see what I earned. I don't even know, actually. And I'm going to go through these products with you later. But I earned 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 new products. I can't even believe it. And the stand mixer was one of those. But I want to show you one thing that comes with, that is a part of the stand mixer that I earned, that is an extra that you can get, which is the pouring shield. So I don't know what this is. I'll have to learn more about it, but I did earn it, and that is going to be helpful with sprays in your kitchen. If you're familiar with the stand mixer, sometimes you can have a lot of stuff in there, and it can be just kind of insane, spilling all over. I mean, when I make my cinnamon rolls, I get like dough places or like buttercream frosting or whatever. So this is going to be the pouring shield. I imagine that it wraps around and locks in on the side. But I'm going to look at my use and care because I'm sure it's going to tell me what it does, so I don't have to guess. Make sure the stand mixer is switched off and unplugged. Once the desired mixing accessory has been secured, slide the pouring shield over the mixing bowl so that the opening aligns with the mixer head and is centered over the rim of the bowl with the pour spout facing the digital display. So the I see. So the pour spout's going to face this way. Okay. Let's switch this around and see if we can figure this out. Okay. So we're going to pretend we have an attachment on here. Let's go ahead and put the whip back on. And I'm going to go ahead and lock it down. I'm going to turn it off per the instructions. And then it says, mixer head closed, slide the pouring shield over the mixing bowl. Oh, and it locks right. Super clever design. Oh my gosh, I love this. So when you're going to pour your flour in your mixing or your sugars in your mixing, you are protecting the entire bowl. I'm gonna make sure you guys can see this. You're protecting the entire bowl because it is locking or laying on top of the bowl so that you don't have spillage on the sides. Okay, Pampered Chef, this is freaking awesome. Okay, see that? And it slides around to wherever you are. You wanna have, it says here, you wanna have it facing the digital display. So you want it facing this way so that you can do your ads when you're adding ingredients in right here. And then you have the whole bowl pretty much covered because the back is covered like, you know, automatically because it's facing that. So it's not gonna spray there. It's only gonna spray out. So, okay, I'm impressed. That is a really cool feature. And again, it just lays on here. And I do not know if this is dishwasher safe. I'm guessing probably not. Oh, okay, wow. Wash before using first time. Dishwasher safe when placed away from the heating element. So this is dishwasher safe. As far as the mixer goes, what's dishwasher safe? I should really look that up real quick for you in the book. Looks like my guide already got wet because we already used it this weekend, but let's see what it says about use and care in here. So it comes with the cooking guide, and then it comes with the user guide, okay? You always want to keep your user guide because it's going to be important to keep it with your product because you're going to need it probably just to refer to things, to make sure you don't put stuff in the dishwasher, it doesn't go in the dishwasher, that you take care of things properly for deep cleaning if it's needed, and it gives you really good instructions like that. And then the cooking guide you want to keep forever because it's going to give you those fast ideas, just like those biscuits I just made. So what it says here about what can go, I want to know what can go in the dishwasher. Let's see. Cleaning. All right, cleaning. Da-da-da. Let's see what it says here about the attachments. The bowl will scratch with use. This is considered normal and does not fall under the guarantee. Clean before using first time. Make sure all small parts are clean and dry before storing. Let the mixer stop completely. Switch to off, unplug, and remove attachments. Okay. Okay, here we go. The bowl, the scraping beater, the whisk, the dough hook, accessories are all dishwasher safe. Place the accessories away from the heating element. So just a tip for me, away from the heating element to me means I only put stuff on the top rack that is this kind of material, or stuff that says keep away from the heating element. Because I'm pretty sure the heating element's at the bottom of the dishwasher, but I probably should know that. But I always put stuff on the top. That's just what I always do. So, okay, so all that stuff is dishwasher safe. Okay, you guys, well, I'm going to go. I'll do more reveals on products this week. I wanted to show this to you because I am so excited. I'll pop in here and show you what those biscuits look like. They don't have too much more time to go. And I want to see if you have any questions. Ask me any questions in this post. And again, I would love to do a party with you and get my party business going again. I haven't done parties, a lot of them since, well, if I'm honest, probably since August, just because everything has been going on in my personal life. And I'd love to get my business back on track and get you in the position to get this mixer for 60% off, plus get all kinds of freebies, because you know when we host a party, we have a lot of fun, people shop, and this mixer stand deluxe is called the Deluxe Stand Mixer, is only available to hosts in March, and you can get it 60% off with only a 200 qualifying party. So you guys, that's like 1 or 2 orders to get this stand mixer 60% off, which is like amazing. Because every mixer in the market is about $3.99. That's just the market price of what these mixers are. And I'm gonna have to say, my stand mixer versus this is gonna be the mixer I'm gonna use all the time. That's gonna have a lot more functionality, practicality, and efficiency in my kitchen. Like you just saw, we just made those biscuits in less than a minute. Okay guys, I will talk to you later. Thanks for spending the time with me today. Ask me any questions. I am super excited about this new addition to the Pampered Chef family. Now we've got every appliance that you need for your kitchen. If you're looking for appliance, you need to talk to me, because I've been using all these appliances, most of them for about 2 years, and they are all amazing, and they definitely contribute to my kitchen efficiency. Okay guys, take care.